what the negative was saying, against our significance claim, saying patriotism should be our number one priority. They had to say that the word patriotism is extremely subjective. But I want to enforce or provide the importance of what the national anthem has done with sports and history. They can go back to when World War I was in effect, and it was the World Game Series versus the Boston Red Sox and the Chicago Cubs. They almost canceled the World Series because of what was going on in the war, but when the soldiers wanted to know the end series results, the games commenced. In 1931, after the World War I, President Hoover signed the bill into law, making the Star-Spangled Banner an official anthem of the U.S. in 1931, giving the country a national anthem for the first time. During the World War II era, the addition of sound systems that allowed the playing of recorded music at ball games became a standard, and the tradition spread to football games too. At the end of the World War II, after Japan announced it would surrender, NFL Commissioner Elmer Layden called for all the leagues to play the Star-Spangled Banner at their games, arguing the national anthem would be much as part of every game at the kickoff. We must not drop it simply because the war is over. We should never forget what it stands for. And that's all from Time magazine. To respond, when it says, the negative says protest doesn't stand as a barrier, protesters should use that improvement as a platform to move on from kneeling now that the message has been spread. They can actually take action now instead of continuing to offend people and cause a disturbance. And one thing about how we say, like, it disrespects the veterans is how many veterans have fought for our rights. Statistics that I pulled from PBS was, if you were to take a look at probably 5 of the top war battles that we've had, over 1 million soldiers have died for our rights, and that's when we say, like, taking a knee is offensive for those people. The message is being hidden and covered by the NFL player taking a knee. Instead, they should switch the platforms on how to advocate their rights for minorities. One thing that the NFL players know is when they sign this contract, it's in the operations manual that it says, during the national anthem, players on the field and the bench area should stand at attention, face the flag, hold their helmets in their left hand, and refrain from talking. The home team should ensure that the American flag is in good condition. It should be pointed out to players and coaches that we continue to be judged by the public in this area of respect for the flag in our country. Failure to on the field by the start of the national anthem may result in a discipline such as fines, suspensions, and or the forfeiture of draft choices for violations of the above, including the first offenses. So this kind of ties in with the solvency claim, saying that we should move it from the operation books to the official NFL rulebook, saying that NFL players should should stand during the national anthem. It is important to note the use of the word may here. NFL is not considering punishing fines on players or teams who choose to kneel or stay in the locker room during the national anthem. But if they were to start doing it, I feel like the players wouldn't be kneeling, because they wouldn't either be playing or making the money that's giving them the platform to protest.